Hey guys, it's Lauren with Life on Our Micro Farm, and today I am going to be sharing with you my very first time of making fresh butter from raw milk. So I have not made butter before, but I am really excited to do so, and I recently invested because I got an amazing deal on a KitchenAid mixer. I'm talking like more than half off, and it's something that I am passionate about. I want to start going back to the old ways, making things from scratch, making our own breads, our own butter, all of those types of things. I want to get into baking more and just being a little bit less reliant on the store for our everyday foods. And, you know, along with gardening and stuff like that, I want to find that balance of gardening and cooking with the things that we grow and finding raw, local milk, that kind of stuff. So that I have seen that you need when making milk in a KitchenAid is obviously the KitchenAid. I've seen two different tools used. I've seen the paddle and the whisk. I've seen more people using the whisk, so I'm going to use that today. And then obviously you need your raw milk or cream from the store. You can buy cream, I think, already bottled at some dairies. This one, they only sell the milk, but I don't know if you guys can see how much cream is on top. I don't have a cream separator, so I'm going to do my best to get the cream out. I'm going to let it sit for a little while and separate, and then I'm going to ladle off the cream. So while I do that, hang on just a moment. Alright, so I'm a little bit nervous because I think I might have a little bit too much milk in there with the cream. Maybe you'll be learning from my mistake, or maybe it will be fine. I know that when you're making the butter, that what separates from it is going to be buttermilk. So my hope is that that's what's going to happen. Again, this is not a seasoned how-to. This is a, hey, I'm making butter for the first time. So let's find out what happens. I'm going to be covering this with saran wrap. They do have really neat splash guards I'll probably get at some point, but for now, I don't have one, so I'm going to use the saran wrap. So let's get started. Okay guys, I may have ruined it, because right now it looks like foam. I'm going to try a little bit longer to see if it ever whips up into whipped cream, because it's supposed to go to whipped cream and then butter. If it doesn't do it, I have a backup plan, and you guys can learn from my mistake. And I already know what my mistake was. I didn't let the cream and the milk separate for long enough. So now I know. Well, that didn't work, guys. That's kind of frustrating. I had an issue with the cream wanting to just foam, and I really think it's because I didn't wait long enough for the cream and the milk to separate, which was totally my fault, and I should have listened to directions. But I had the choice to either not post this video or to post real life when things don't work out the first time, when you're cooking or trying something new. Instead, I'm going to use my backup plan. I do have heavy cream. I do have heavy cream from the store that I'm going to use, and we're going to try this again. I set aside the stuff that didn't work so I could set it in the fridge overnight and let it sit and separate, and we'll see if that works tomorrow when I try. But let's try this again. So I'm just using your regular old heavy whipping cream. Let's try this again, you guys. Nope, hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, the saran wrap is key. If you don't do that, that's basically going everywhere. Starting to get the right look. Still not done, I just scraped the sides because there was stuff getting stuck on the sides. Turning into butter now, and it got really messy very quickly. So you can see the buttermilk hitting the saran wrap. But it's happening. I'll show you in just a minute. Not done yet, but there's definitely buttermilk and there's definitely butter. I'm about to put it in a cheesecloth and squeeze it and rinse it, and then put it in its container to go in the fridge, guys, and I'll show you in just a minute. Right, well, I just put it in the cheesecloth. I'm going to squeeze it and rinse it. I've read you have to rinse it if there's milk left in it. Then it'll go rancid faster. I honestly wonder how many people are watching this just shaking their head like, oh no, Lauren, why? Don't squeeze it in a cheesecloth! The amount of mistakes that I've made doing this is tremendous. But I'm learning. This is basically just a video on how to not make butter, except that I finally did make butter, and then my KitchenAid just started dripping gray liquid onto the butter. What is that? I mean, that started dripping into the butter. We're just gonna go ahead and chalk this one up for a fail. But at least I tried. And I'm gonna try again. I'm not gonna let this stop me from making my own butter. I'm gonna do it. And at least you can get a good chuckle out of this, so. Alright, it's been a couple of days. The cream is definitely separated, so guys, I'm going to try this again. I don't even know that I'm going to film the whole process. I'm just going to show you what it looks like at the end. So, I've skimmed all the cream off the top, so what's left is, I don't know, 1%, 2%. Anyways, so here we go. Hopefully this is it, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the color of that butter. Okay, I learned my lesson about the stupid cheesecloth, and I read a different article, and to be fair, you guys, I was not thorough in my reading the first time around. But I really liked the lady, the directions I went by this time, and she was just saying to massage it with a wooden ladle, and you rinse it and squeeze out all of the buttermilk, which I've been doing. But look at the color of this. This is raw butter. It is so yellow and beautiful. It's not white like when you buy store-bought butter. I mean, this is like the color of Kerrygold butter. In fact, look, I have some Kerrygold butter. That's Kerrygold butter. And this is the raw butter that I just made. And I'm pretty excited. So I did it, you guys. Whoop, sorry. I made butter. Yay. How is it, baby?
It's delicious. It's really good.
I feel like you almost like paused there for a second. But I know it's amazing because I took a bite. I stole a bite of his. Look at that color. I did it, you guys. I'm so proud. Okay, bye.